Obviously gotta push the bike here. So guys, I want to take this opportunity in this video, and hi by the way, my name is George. I do a lot of cycling. I drive too in Canada for work and for when cycling just isn't practical. And I'm going to talk to you more once I find an area where it's not so noisy, because what the problem is here is there's a highway right next to Mexico number 15, and it goes right through Mazatlan. And I gotta tell you, people love their cars. I could tell you, whoever's got one ain't gonna take the bus. Hey, look at this. Now, when you look at the road, there's actually a shoulder that is quite suitable and wide for cycling, but it's not so straightforward because there are intersections, major intersections, where the shoulder just disappears, and then you have to find your way into the next lane over. Or in my case, what I felt safer to do and what I did at one of those intersections is just push my bike onto the traffic islands, push it right across there. Yeah, so you end up pushing your bike just like I'm doing here. This got me thinking about what happens when there's no budget for cycling infrastructure. And pretty much I'm experiencing it here. I don't know if you can see behind me where I came from. See that across the bridge there? Yeah, basically I was riding in the space between the pavement and the guardrail. But I couldn't believe that I could trust my eyes here. I looked over and I found another bike lane right in the median. So I don't know if that's going to be any use for us here while we're here, because number one, somebody's coming. I don't know where this goes. And then once I reach the end of this, or once I know, I have to go back and I have to figure out how to get home from here, which ultimately will mean how I would get here from, like with the bike lanes here, it's just, there's a couple of problems. Number one, there are too few. Number two, there are some that are kind of shared with motorcycles, and they're not really marked, but they're sort of half-ass faded lines and stuff, and once you've been here for a while, you kind of know. But then they turn into regular shoulders, and people use them for parking and unloading their trucks and cars and whatnot. There's just nothing, but there's lots of space. Most of the roads, they are wide enough for there to be bike lanes. Oh, now I got something coming up in front of me that I kind of need to pay attention to. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it looks like a traffic stop of some kind. Look at it, it's just as I predicted. There's an end to this bike lane. Now we got a huge traffic circle, but if you're in it on a bicycle or something like that, you don't fare so well. Well, what I see is another big shopping mall complex. There's also a Walmart, and there's a sign here that, like on the side of me there, that indicates a kind of map that's supposed to tell you where I'm at, but it's not. The scale isn't right for me to actually orient myself. So what I'm gonna do is just follow my instinct for now, and I'm probably gonna take that road there, but I can't have the camera running while I navigate my way there, because it takes my full attention to get across there. Yes, that's how it is here. That's every single intersection, and most of the roads that you're riding on is exactly like that. You can't share it really, because unless I tie my camera to the bicycle, which I guess I could do, there's just no way. So finally I reached a place where it's relatively quiet, so I can talk to you in a voice that isn't screaming at you. See that bridge? Well, that's why I stopped here, because from here on I know exactly which way I need to go to get back home, so my instinct was right. I am close to the marina, the Cerritos beach and everything, but my goal this morning was actually to find a way there that would be doable on the bicycle from where we are staying, that I could, with good conscience, encourage Barbara to come with me. Now, I haven't found that. What I have found instead is a chaos and gotten lost, and that's totally normal, because I don't know my way around here. Like, I expect to get lost, because that's exactly how I eventually get to know the place. But so far, like that bike lane that you saw earlier is really good. It's fantastic. But I couldn't even tell you where it starts, because I was on the road that felt safe for cycling because of its sheer width. They didn't have it to put a narrow bike lane in the median, but however, I'm not gonna say anything bad about it, because it is actually protected. But there's such a separation between like the ordinary Mexican part of town, where the road is all you get. If you're lucky, it's paved, and if you're really lucky, it's wide enough, but it's all you get, you know. And people do their thing there. The people park there, everything. So if you're on a bicycle, you can ride there, but traffic at times gets so bad that I wouldn't encourage it. Where you have bike lanes, it's excellent, but it's mostly in those areas where it's catered toward foreigners. And let that sink in, guys. I understand it's part of the business of tourism, but it is also a disrespect and a neglect for the people that live here, that also need transportation. And even in a car, I don't think anybody enjoys driving in Mazatlan in a car. There are so many backups that I've seen just this morning. And, well, me on a bicycle, I'm in there. Basically, I feel like I'm in the way most of the time. But people are used to it. They deal with it. It's probably less dangerous here than it is back home in Edmonton. But the infrastructure for cycling as transportation, as serious transportation, guys, in Mazatlan, it sucks. It really, really isn't good. There's so much to be desired. Now, I understand budget concerns, but there's plenty of money in this country, as you can see by all these beautiful places and installations that are newer. and where foreigners set up shop. That's all I can say, guys. So I wish I was able to end this video on a more positive note, and I will come back to you once I find that good way, and I actually get Barbara to come with me to a different area. You know, we're always basically in the same area. The bike ride's not very far. The Mazatlán is good. It's beautiful, but you've probably seen one of my previous videos. There's a highway right alongside of it that theoretically has a speed limit of 40 kilometers an hour, but due to the traffic and the lack of speed bumps, it moves more at 60 kilometers an hour, which makes it really hard to cross. Unless you're staying in a resort right by the waterfront in Mazatlán, probably cycling doesn't really make that much sense here. Would I rent a car here? It's a definite no, but that's just me. I just don't feel comfortable in a chaos like this driving, especially as a foreigner and not being used to it. And would I ride a bus? Yeah, that's the only other thing that you have. Then it's like, I believe it's 13 pesos or so. Definitely affordable. Got to figure out where they all go, and we'll probably hop on some buses while we're still here. That'll be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little odyssey in Mazatlán, trying out the bike lane so you don't have to. Give me a thumbs up and perhaps subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it.